Okay, boys and girls, hope you got your 5 I can sentences done on your handwriting, and so we can move on into our reading. Today I want us to review some of our little E words. I call these little E and little I words, and I think you're going to know why. There's only 2 letters in a word. Let's say those together. Be, he, me, we. These are little E words, and little I is, it, if, hi. That's kind of different, isn't it? Hi. And little O words, do, which we just saw on our tricky word list, go, no, so, on the tricky word list, to, call those little O words. These are 2-letter words, all right? You notice 2 letters, E, 2 letters on the I, on the O. All right, so those are little E, little I, and little O words. Little bitty words, aren't they, boys and girls? All right, let's go ahead and pull out our reader. We are on I Can Read Well. Remember, book 1. We've been reading it this week. And I know you have the other reader in your packet, too, that I'm excited to get to also. But today I want to go ahead and start on page 10. All right. Let's start on page 10. We'll read through these together. Again, if you've marked them, that's A-okay. If you haven't marked them, that's okay too. Whatever works for your brain is fine. All right, what animal do we see here, boys and girls? What is that? Yeah, you should be seeing a duck. All right, let's read the title together. At the lake. Good job. That short A's at the beginning, isn't it, of that word at the lake. Give me a thumbs up if you like to go to the lake. Yeah, that's fun. Cannon, you always have great stories about going to the lake, don't you? All right, we don't see the boy in the story, but we're going to see his name. John and Jan went to Blue Lake. All right, John and Jan, a boy and a girl name there. Blue, which is one of our color words, lake. I see a duck, says Jan. Very good. That's exclamation point. Excited about to see a duck. See it wade in the lake. That means it's starting to go kind of walk in the lake. The duck gave its tail a flip and went in deep. Now you probably noticed, and I'm keeping my pointer off just so you can see, or if you got it on your reader, that's fine too. I'm just trying to keep my pointer out of the way. But there's a flip. It's got FL, fla. And boys and girls, you notice after flip, the sentence continued down there to the period, so don't stop. The duck gave its tail a flip, and it keeps going to the period. All right. I like to see it float and dive, says John. The duck can wade and float and dive. All right, so hopefully you were able to read those words. There were some fla words on there. Tricky word says, again, we've been seeing that quite a bit. Nice job. Periods at the end. Exclamation points. Lots of words for our brain to move from short to long to magic E. So again, we should be able to read through that pretty well. All right. Who saw the duck, boys and girls? Do you know? Okay, you should be saying it was Jan and John. We don't see them again. Sometimes the picture doesn't give us all the clues. We do know the story has a duck in it, but we have to look and make sure we're reading through. And where does the duck like to wade and float? Yeah, you should be saying in the lake. It likes to be in the lake. All right, great job on that. Now we're going to switch to a lake to, oh my goodness, do you guys remember what season we did something like this in? Yeah, that was back winter time, wasn't it? Snow, dressing in coats and gloves and mittens and earmuffs, all right? We see snow. So this was back in winter. And again, we have two names, but we also have the kids in the picture today. So let's see what it's going to be about. The sled ride. Give me a thumbs up if you like to go on a sled ride. Yeah, I do in the wintertime, but now we're in spring. We don't want to see any more snow, do we, boys and girls? The sled ride. And we're going to find out this girl's name starts with a J, just like Jan, but they changed the vowel to an E. So let's be careful. Jen. Say hi, Jen. See Jen? And John got a sled. Say hi, John. Yeah, we got to be careful. Jan in the other story was Jan. Where did I lose it there? Jen is Jen, and then of course John is Jon. So we got to always be careful. We don't just take this first letter and guess. We have to read the whole word. John and Jen will hop on the sled. It is fun to slide on the hill. Remember, those two L's make one sound. Dad will see the red sled go fast. Dad will see Jen and John ride on it. Good job, boys and girls. And again, another color word. Red. Red. We had blue on this side. What kind of toy did Jen and John get in our story, boys and girls? Yeah, they got a sled. And what color was the sled? Good job. You should be saying red. Not only is it in your picture, but also they told us in the story, a detail in the story, red sled. Ooh, that sounds alike, doesn't it? Red sled. What would we say that if it sounds like? We would say those are, yeah, rhyming words. Remember, words that sound alike at the end are rhyming words. Who's watching Jen and John's sled, boys and girls? We don't see this person, but it told us in the story who's watching. All right, you should be saying Dad. It told us in the story that Dad will see Jen and John ride on it. All right, so again, we got to make sure we're looking at pictures, but we're also reading for information. Great job on those stories. Let's do one more today. Look at that. We got a picture. What kind of instrument is that? All right, you should be saying a drum. And that is our what? It's our flag. What is our country, boys and girls? What's the name of our country? All right, you should be saying United States of America, or maybe you say just America, or USA. Remember, we've talked about that before. Different people use different words, and all of those are fine. But this is what we, remember, would do our flag salute every morning to our country, our great country, the United States of America. Do you remember how many stars are on the flag? We haven't talked about that in a while. Do you remember? Yeah, there's 50. If we would take our time and we could even see all those, I don't know, Miss Paris could see and count all those, 50 stars. Remember, we learned 50 stars, 50 states, and our state, of course, is, yeah, Missouri. We live in Missouri. All right, so let's find out about why we have a drum and a flag on our page today. We know what's in the picture. Now let's find out what's in the words. All right, the tricky word, the flag. And we've had that word many times, got that fl sound. We've got a new boy's name. We don't see him in the picture, but we're going to read it. See Ted in the red cap. We don't really see him here, do we? We're having to use our imagination for that. Ted will lead the band. Dan will beat the time. We don't see Dan either. Rap-a-tap, tap-a-tap. Get in line, Bob. Jack will take the big flag. Hats off, The flag will pass. Clap, clap, clap. Can we do that? Clap, clap, clap. All right, well, boys and girls, there were several names mentioned, and of course, no pictures. We saw the boy's name Ted. We saw another boy's name Dan. You can sound that out. Boy's name Bob. I lost it. There we go. Another boy's name Jack. All right. Which one of those boys is going to lead the band? Yeah, Ted. You got to listen for those details. Ted will lead the band. And what will Jack carry? Yeah, Jack will take the big flag. So everybody had a job to do, didn't they? Everybody had a job. And they reminded us in that story, hats off. The flag will pass. And we've talked about that before, about being respectful for our flag. If we have a hat on, we take our hat off. We put our hand over our heart to be respectful for our flag of the United States of America. All right, what a great story. Again, drum, flag, no boys' pictures, but when I read all this, I get all the detail out of there that I need, even though all the detail wasn't in my picture. All right, so great job. Tomorrow, we're going to read the rest of the reader. So hopefully you've read through it. Some of you probably read through it several times. Good practice. Remember, if we want to be a better reader, what do we need to do? We need to practice. Practice makes progress. All right, let's go ahead. We have today an activity that I brought to share with you. And we're going to try to do this here on the video. It's called... Hold on. Just lost my pieces there. You ready? Here they go. It's called Don't Miss the Boat. Can you say that with me? Don't miss the boat. What do you see on my boats, boys and girls? Can you see what those are? All right, those are sailboats. Give me a thumbs up if you like to ride on a boat. That's kind of boat. Doesn't that fun, isn't it, boys and girls? Sounds a lot of fun right now to get out on some water on a nice sunny day. All right, so it says don't miss the boat. So what I need is I'm going to need some help putting my pictures on the correct boat. All right, now when you look at my vowels, you'll notice there's a stick above them. So if there's a stick above them, that means the vowels are what, boys and girls? They're long. So long A, long U, long O, right through there. Remember, long vowels have a stick, and they say their name. A-E-I-O-U. Say that with me. A-E-I-O-U, 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 and A-E-I-O-U. All right, so if I have a picture clue of a goat, what boat will I put it on, boys and girls? All right, goat. You should be saying long O. Goat. Don't miss the boat. Goat. Do you hear that rhyming sound? Boat, goat. All right. Let's try another one. Train. Can you see that picture? Train. What vowel do you hear? Train. All right. You should be saying long A. Train. Good job. Let's try another one. Don't miss the boat for this one. The eat, E. What long vowel do you hear? All right, you should be saying long E. Good job. All right. Ooh, number word. You can sound that out and stick your tongue out at Miss Paris. Three. Again, E. Yes, you should be saying long E. I'm going to put it right over there on our boat with long E with feet. Both have the long E sound. All right, let's try another one. Skate. A. All right, you should be saying long A. Let's put that there. I. This is a number word, but you can sound it out. It's got the long what? Long I. Very good. 5. All right. Let's see. Don't miss the boat. Kite. Kite. Yeah. You still hear another long I sound. Good job. Kite and 5 both makes that long I sound. Let's see. Here we go. Picture, what is that? Tree. There we go. We got another long E, just like feet, and 3. You guys doing a great job. Ooh, another long E. Bee. Can you say bee? What's a bee say? Yeah. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Bee. All right. Let's see. What's this? Can you tell what that is? It's what we wore in the wintertime when it was super cold. Coat. Good job. Coat. O. What is that? O. There's my long O. Double checking. Make sure Miss Paris is getting these right. Ain. A. A. Very good. Long A. Springtime, we often have a lot of rain. Let's put that right up there with the long A. Train, rain. Do you hear that again? Sound alike. And oh, here we go. I don't think we've had one of these. Tube. Two. Long U. All right. Those were all. Let's see if I got one on every vowel. I think I did. Everybody say, don't miss the boat. I don't think they missed the boat. Let's sew those together. Rain, train, tube, goat, skate, 5, kite, tree, bee, feet, 3, coat. All right, so those were some long vowels that we did not want to miss the boat for. Good job. All right, today you'll need to look at your handwriting, or I'm sorry, phonics page 151, 152. This does have a house at the top, so we do need to make sure our first and last name is neatly written. Again, what we've been doing, circle special sounds, mark the vowels, read the words. It looks like special sound, twa, TW is right there as an example. Special sounds would be like our pl, gr, sh. All our digraphs, all our blends. I see 2 vowels go walking. Again, 3 words over here to read, 3 handwriting lines. That means we're going to use every word in a handwriting line today. Let's make sure, though, that we read, make sure it makes sense. Don't just pick a word. Make sure it makes sense. If you need to mark the vowels here or here to help you read it, that's fine. All right. Today on the back, looks like more sentence reading. Looks like there's all periods at the end, all words that you can sound out, and some matching. Also today, the last direction says color the pictures. So you get to do some coloring today. Make sure you read the sentence before you draw a line to the picture it matches up with. All right. So you did a great job matching your letters on your reader. Let's finish up working on our work, making sure that we're doing our best, reading and sounding out all those words. All right, and then we'll come back. We're going to do some matching with some clocks.